Perfect. Then we can put this. I want it closer. In my way. Over here, actually. Good morning or good evening. That was way too loud. That's good right there. What's up, Shaylee? What's up, Michelle? What's up, Tara? What's up, Arlene? Good either Tuesday or Wednesday for you, depending on where you are in the world. What's up, Aloha? What's up, Arlene? What's up, Jasmine? Townsville, Queensland, Australia. That's what's up. What's up, Tara? From Canada. I see that most of my people are from the US, but then the majority else is Australia and Canada. It's pretty cool. I'm doing great. How are you doing? Excited to see you too. Thank you. Oh, also yesterday, I need to mark that person. We had one person I needed to add to the super chats yesterday. Okay, I see. She made a third one. That makes sense. Okay, so Monica did 3 in a row. So let's go ahead and put that last one down for her. Okay, that makes much more sense. Monica did 3 in a row last night. I'll leave this open as well so I can come back to the message. Okay. What's up, Monica? What's up, Ghoul Potato? What's up, brother Alvin? Hey, my friend. Good to see you. And Kara. We'll give it a good chance for everybody to get in here before we start. We are going to start with, we left off with 7 super chats last night. So we'll do 7 super chats and then we'll get into our first group of free people. Today I will be on for probably about like 2 hours, I would say. Probably say about 2 hours. And yep, give me this. Hey Lindsay, how are you doing? Thanks for joining. This over here more. There. What's up, Erica? Excuse me. What's up, 𝗧𝗦𝗙𝗧? Great to have you here. Alrighty, let's go ahead and show the tarot we're going to use today. I felt using Tattoo Tarot. And then, of course, our handy dandy oracle is going to be the Boxer's Oracle. So, if you would like a free reading with me, there's 3 options on getting a reading here with me on live. We're going to do the breakdown before we start into the readings today. The first option is completely free. All I ask for you to do, I need you to follow 3 things for me. I need you to put a yes/no question format. I need you to go ahead and put your name. And then I'm going to need you to make sure you put your zodiac, okay? Make sure you follow those 3 things if you're here for a live reading. And also, I ask for you to go ahead and subscribe. If the reading is resonating with you, please make sure that you are subscribed to me on YouTube. The second option is where it's called super chatting, okay? So, if you click on your screen, you have an option to go ahead and gift a creator a certain amount of money. What everything in life is an energy exchange. Time, effort, attention, and yes, finances as well. To keep a balance going everywhere, this is where I give multiple options for people, okay? If you want 1010%, no shadow of a doubt, your reading answered tonight, the only way that's going to happen is if you super chat. Now, I make sure I do a great blend of both free people, the members, and the super chatters. No matter where category you fall in, I call on your name. You're getting my full intention and effort in your reading. But with that being said, it would be virtually impossible for me to get every single person in here. So if you're somebody that wants, no shadow of a doubt, to get the reading done, you're going to need to do a super chat. Based off of the amount you choose to send, I have promised an amount of cards and minutes that I will put into your reading. If you click on the screen, you're going to see a description pull up of the live. Open it up and you're going to see the breakdown I made, showing you, AK, this much will equal this amount of cards and this amount of minutes, all right? The third option is, if you join the membership team while you're on a live with me, I actually do get a notification. And as a thank you and a welcome into our membership team, I give you a law of attraction card pull. What's your current law of attraction? Is there anything you're stunting, or is spirit showing you places to continue to fall through? Just continue to go through like the waves. With that being said, if you need a refresher on anything I just stated, again, please make sure you click on the description of the live. Also, if you scroll all the way down to the bottom, it's going to let you know the exact type of questions that are not allowed during a live stream. Please make sure to go ahead and look that stuff over before you go ahead and send your question, your yes, no question. Let's see. Perfect. Alrighty, so again, we have 7 people. What we're gonna do, this is gonna be our flow for tonight. We're gonna go ahead and do these 7 super chatters. We're gonna let the first group of super chatters for tonight formulate. During that time, I'm going to do some free people, and we'll definitely only have 2 groups of super chatters today. Okay. All right. Let's go ahead into the people from last night. Okay. All right. So we left off with Nini. And she just wanted a general pull. All right, she just wants a general pull tonight. Please make sure to like the live, guys. It helps me deeply. And it's a little bump for you that goes a long way for me, okay? All righty, my friend. So right now, you've had a divine intervention with a mysterious connection. This is romantic for sure. There's going to be a green light put on a connection that, what I'm hearing for a while, you could have felt kind of intimidated. You could have felt intimidated by this person. You never really felt this intensity before of a person just looking at you, and it's like, this person could look through me, and it's kind of scary. You knew it wasn't time yet for this connection. And if you knew you were running when you did, you wouldn't be running. People will run from what they know truly, unconditionally will accept them until you're healed to a certain point. My friend, Spirit's letting you know that there is a romantic connection, that they're giving the green light to return into your life. Right. Number 2 we left off with last night was New Life Raw Evolution. You wanted a general pull as well. All right. You wanted a general pull as well. Okay, so actively strength, you are thinking of creating your own company. You could already have it. And you felt kind of stuck recently. You're like, I like what I'm doing. I know I'm in the right place. But what is this move? What is this stagnation? You need to reamp your entire format. Not saying change who you are, upgrade. Do you have channels set up yet for your purpose? If you have been waiting, you're like, oh, I need to get this done, or I need to perfect this skill. You're never going to be 100% perfect for anything. You have to, that leap of faith, it's called that for a reason. Spirit's actively telling you in June, you are meant to strengthen and focus on your career. Other things in life are evolving, love, etc. But right now, they're commanding you to go ahead and those moves, those upgrades, those investments you're wanting to do into your company, this is the time right now to do them. All right. And then you had a second question as well. New life for all evolution. You would like to know, how will healing show up in your life undergoing the past recent trauma? How will healing show up in your life after undergoing the past recent trauma? Well, this definitely, I'm hearing, got out of your way with that. You're not going to burn yourself out anymore. I'm not saying that life's perfect. Specific people, I can just see a people-pleasing tendency is evaporated away from you. It happened within this past week, and this deeply has to do with your masculine strength. Remember, we all have feminine and masculine within us. It's not about gender. Everybody has nurture, compassion, sympathy, feminine energy, and then everybody has willpower, go-getter attitude, self-composure, which is masculine energy. To be a whole human being, you must be balanced and know both sides of yourself. What I am seeing, this past recent trauma you just experienced, broke open that masculine part of you that was afraid of, honestly, under-explaining. You have over-explained in your life, not in a way where you talk too much or whatever, meaning there is times where people aren't deserving of the full understandings of what you're going through or why you separated from them. Some people, it's simply the silence that speaks loud. Spirit's wanting you to know, the way that this is showing up in your healing is when you get up in every interaction you have, when you start feeling that pull to overgive, you're going to stop. Certain people are deserving of you going above and beyond, but not everybody, and most people need more time to show you they would go to the battlefield for you. In this life, you can go to the battlefield for everybody and shoot yourself in the foot, or you can understand that even though all humans have hurt inner childs, that doesn't mean you give excuses for everybody belittling and hurting you. This life has made you a very stoic person, is what I'm hearing as well. But you have opened up that. You understand how to keep your control, but not have to be an unemotional person. So everything you just experienced, the way it's going to develop into your life, right? Releasing people-pleasing tendencies. All right. Number 4. That was Divinity from last night. Divinity. You wanted to know, is the intimate/emotional exchange with Natalie, is there an intimate and emotional exchange between him and Natalie? So there's an attraction, but I wouldn't see an emotional exchange. I don't see them like having physical intercourse or anything like that. But I mean, there's an attraction between the two. Do I see that they've gone full force? Natalie is somebody where there's an attraction, but it's not, this person's not going, look, with what I'm about to say, I am not saying that being unfaithful or something is okay. Everybody's going to be able to look at somebody and know if they're attractive. I mean, you go full force into wanting them or gaining this deep connection. You can just get a person and be like, oh, they're attractive, stereotypically, or not. And this person, it looks like they're friends. And, you know, if times were different, if you guys weren't in each other's life or etc., maybe they would pursue something. But right now, the importance is not there. I'm not going to sit here and tell you there's no attraction. There is, but I don't see cheating. Maybe grazing the line on flirting, but not a full commitment. All right. All right, number 5, Monica. All right, so this is where Monica, it looks like you had 3 questions in a row. So this is your first question, Monica. You'd like to know, what is coming your way in your love life? What's coming your way in your love life? Yeah, so you right now, you're gonna have somebody come into your love life where it's more about friendship and then evolving to romance. And this is the way you want it to be. In past relationships, you've gone very fast. You are right now attracting in a masculine, but they need you to allow both of you to take the time to get to know each other. The attraction's instant. Let the past life connection be downloaded. All right, your second question, Monica. You want to know what's coming your way in finances. What's coming your way in finances? All right. So I see the medium paying attention to small details. You're going to be investing soon. This could either be investing into hiring somebody. This could be going into a partnership. This could be... it does feel about you using your masculine force to invest into something. What's coming your way in finances is an opportunity that could have came to you at a time before, but you had to turn it down. You didn't have the money. You didn't have the investment or the time and energy. Coming back around now because it truly is time and you're ready. You're part of that June, July collective that has a resurface of emotional, physical, mental, and financial abundance. Beautiful. Something I like to note as well for the ones who hear that she has 3 readings in a row. So that's perfectly fine. If people super chat, they are allowed to ask more than one question. But here's the thing. It's about balance, okay? I'm just a real person, guys, okay? If you're asking 3 questions, and Monica didn't do this. Monica did what would make it to where I'm like, this is absolutely, you can go ahead and ask these questions. So Monica, when you're listening to this, you did the right thing. But I've had people do something else in the past, and I need to talk about this, okay? This is an energy exchange. What I'm doing here for you has to be appreciated. I'm not a gumball machine where you put in 25 cents and you can get as many as you want. If you're wanting more than one reading from me, you need to make sure that the energy exchange that you're giving me is right time. If you're giving me 99 cents and you ask for 3 readings on each one, if you're giving me $2 for 3 different readings, that's where we're going to have a different conversation. That's where I'm going to be like, okay, you're kind of abusing. You're abusing this relationship, this dynamic. Monica tipped me $10 on 2 and then $50 on the last question. So she did more than enough. That gift, that tip, that energy exchange that's exactly where I'd be like, you got it. But I've had people in the past who literally put like $1, $2 asking me to predict your entire life. This is not easy. Me and other readers make it look easy. This is not easy. I am throughout my entire existence constantly putting energy, time, and intention into being in a great state to channel other people's lives. This takes a lot to do. And it's something that needs to be talked about if you appreciate me truly. So with that being said, if you would like to do more than one question, you are allowed, but please use your discernment on the energy exchange. And remember that I'm not a gumball machine. I am a human being who is a spiritual guide, and the information I'm giving you changes your life. Okay? Thank you. All right. And then Monica's last question. Let me go ahead and get that. All right. So Monica's last question. Let's see. You are a Pisces, and you stated, what do I see coming for you in your love life? And you just quit your job to pursue your own thing in stocks. The investments, dude. Yes, that is the stocks. There's something coming back for you to invest in. How do you see that going for me? No, you didn't make a mistake before I even get the cards again. That is right on par with the channel message right beforehand for you. You had that second opportunity come around, didn't you? It came back. No, you're good. You are so good. You made the right decision. It may take a little bit longer for you to get the 3D world, confirmation back, but spiritually you followed your instincts, your guts. Okay, Spirit does not want you to now go ahead and let that parasite start overtaking every little thing, and that, oh my God, did I go ahead and follow all these signs when really it was just my parasite or etc. Making me make these moves that I screw myself over. You have evolved time and time again. You have that sixth sense when it comes into investing. Your masculine nature pulls you through life. Remember, you're a feminine. This has nothing to do with you look or anything. But to platonic people, to the world, outside of your romantic life, you are a masculine force. You are willpower. You are a leader. You knew you had to face the fears. And staying at that job, you couldn't put your time and energy into your actual dreams if you stayed with that job that for a while had its purpose. But you listened to the call. A lot of people don't do that. Way after the purpose is served, they just stay because there's nothing else they know, or they're afraid of taking leaps of faith. Not you. You completely made the right choice. And then you have also, they want me to say, you learned from your errors in the past when you were younger. You are not an amateur energy in what you're doing anymore. You got this. All right. Fucking phenomenal, dude. Yeah. Two other things for you as well. Okay. Now I'm getting a future prediction for something they want you to be aware of. You're going to have... This is why I knew I needed... This is totally separate from your love life. This is totally separate from your career. This is your love life. They want me to give you another question. And you're deserving of it. So, with that being said, there is somebody from a younger time of your life who you knew was not willing to face your dynamic. They ran. You tried. This was a really hard person for you to get over. But you did. You are over them. You're always going to have a place in your heart for them. You're about to have a totally different... This time next year, dude, where you're going to be, the clothes I see on your back, not meaning that, like, big brand stuff matters, just, like, I'm seeing the way you're going to be able to invest into yourself is totally different than right now. You're successful, but there's even a different level. And somebody's going to see what came to your life and that they not fucked up, but they missed out. And divine intervention saved you from them. This person was part of you learning how to embrace your masculine energy. Okay? This time next year, the responsibilities, the people that are going to be in your life, the clothes on your back, where you're resting your head at night is going to be different. This person's going to try to come back now. They're not supposed to be here for your fruition. If they couldn't be here, if they couldn't face their fears for you then, they are not deserving of you now. Okay? There's a difference between people who run away and catch themselves in time versus, oh, I'm only going to come back now because I see everything you have. It's not taking a leap of faith to you anymore. You understand that, right? Now, it's just clear as day that you are a great partner. Now, it's clear as day that you're somebody that's worth fighting fears for. It's no longer a leap of faith for them. You're going to have to hold that willpower to not let them in. You're masculine somebody else that you will meet in the next year. Okay? And I'm hearing they want more about it's more confirmation for this person. This person's been in your life for about 7 years. 7 years this person has been in your life. And in the past year is when you've really gotten over them. They want you to know the next person, your next soul tie, the romantic partner that's going to give you wish fulfillment, you meet from continuing your career opportunities, okay? That's what I got for you. Now we're going to go ahead and start formulating the first group of super chatters for tonight. But of course, before we do them, we're going to do about 25 minutes of free people, okay? Go ahead, mark this. All right, cross that out. Perfect. Number 1. Let's go ahead and start this first group of super chatters. Okay, go here, go here. All right, number 1 today for the first group of super chatters is Jasmine. You entered the membership team. Awesome, thank you. We're going to give you that law of attraction pool. L3, you're number 2 today. Got you. All right. Number 3, Misty Lee. Got you. All right. Number 4, that's Alvin. Got you. Ruby, you're number 5, and you joined the membership team. Awesome, thank you. We'll get you that law of attraction pool. Okay, and we'll do number 6. Chantel, number 6. Right. Lorraine. Got you. You want a general poll? Okay. You're 8 now. Or you're in 7, Lorraine. Now number 8. L3, that's your second question, is number 8, okay? All right. Thora, the Explorer. You're number 9 today. Oh, also, L3, you're good. You can absolutely ask more than one question. You understand you understand you telepathically understand what type of questions meet the frequency of what you ask, and then you normally ask, I think, like 2 sometimes, like 2 or 3 here or there. But you are somebody that understands that vibe, and I don't even have to explain that one part to you. This is more just confirmation what I'm saying right now. Okay. All right, number 10, Ghost. Got you. You're number 10. All right, number 11. That is Jill B. All right. Jill B. That's the first group of super chatters, guys. All right. We're only going to have 2. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and do about 25 minutes of free people. Then we'll do this group of super chatters. And I would say you got about... We're going to do 25 minutes of free people. Then we have 11 of these. I'd say you got about 45 minutes to super chat. All right? 40 to 45 minutes. And then that's when I'll go ahead and do the last call. Go back to this. All right, so free readings are resuming now. Make sure you put your name. Make sure you put your zodiac. And a yes/no question. And let's go ahead. I'm making a big manifestation candle right now. Oops. So I need to get my little razor thing later to take that off all the way. Didn't see it going over. I'll be able to make this one tonight. Okay. Perfect. And let's go ahead. Looks like I'll angle it that way. Alright, and I'm going to angle it that way way, just a smidgen, so it starts burning and melting the opposite way. And then almost good there, I think. No? I'll have to do it in a more level spot. Started tipping over, so now I need to level it out. There we go. All right, cool. There. All right. Let's start with let's scroll up a little bit more. I'll go ahead and do your question, but I'm going to upgrade it a bit, okay? So, you're a Libra, and you want to know, will Dimple come back for you forever? Forever is not the word that we're going to be able to hyper-focus on. I'm going to tell you, is he going to come back, okay? We have freedom of will, and yes, we can do timeline predictions and etc., but doing something like that in a live reading it's not right to you. If a reader really cares about you, they're going to care more about explaining what quality, real, authentic answers you can get versus telling you what you want to hear. I am telling you, we can absolutely tell you if he's going to come back forever. You need more time. You need more time for that, okay? So, does this person right now plan on coming back to you? All right, so it does look like currently this person, they don't have a plan. There's not a reach out in their mind. With that being said, this goes back again into that freedom of will. We are connected to people's higher selves and their ego and their human self. I can hear the voice and the difference between a person's higher self versus their ego. The higher self is telling me there is more. The higher self is telling me that you do still have a story together, but the person, the individual he is, the human right now, is distracted from the connection. There are other aspects of his life that are not that you're not a priority, but you both have things that are more priorities in your own lives. You are going to be able to come together. I do see it. Forever, time will tell with that. A lot of left path, right path decisions. And I see it's not going to be any time before 2 months from now. The next time you guys talk to each other, there will be, I see the first interaction will be online. But then you're able to schedule an event or etc. to see each other in person, okay? Right. And we can go ahead and start here, marking those down. And then we said, right, perfect. Got that. All right. Let's see. Remember, guys, yes, no question. Hey, Bambi, honored to help you. You can go ahead and just put your name, your zodiac, and a yes, no question. That's how you can be eligible for a free reading, okay? All right, let's scroll up a little bit more then. Oh, Lorraine, I'm not a gumball machine. If you'd like to be one, you can be one, but I'm not. All right. Let's see. Katie Johnson, what's up, homie? You would like to know, is Corey, or you're Corey, and you'd like to know, is there any reconnecting between you and Diego? Diego Berto, got you. Is there any connection resurfacing between you two? Okay, so Spirit's you're a very self-aware person. Honestly, what I'm hearing is you need to give yourself benefit of the doubt. You're very hard on yourself. You're very considerate of other people. You're a person that, I'm not calling you perfect, but like no matter what's going on in your life, if somebody else has something happy going on, you're happy for them. And if anything, it gives you motivation. Like, you know what? Things are coming around for them. Things are going to come around for me. Now, you do have some people-pleasing tendencies that it's gotten you into harm's way at some times. And what I see that they're letting me know about this connection, you're being divinely protected from this person. This is another person that would be just like, it may be in a different way, and I can see what they mean by that. So this person you have different communication with than you've had with others. You've had a lot of runner-chaser dynamics in your life. This person isn't necessarily running away from you, but there's like, it's cookie crumbing. And you may not realize it, but this person's actually like, this is like an energy vampire. There are beautiful things about them. There's a reason they're in your life. But the thing about you that's attracted, it's what you think you guys can have, not the reality of what and truly who they are. You've had a tendency to put people on a pedestal, no matter if it was romantic, friend, a boss, anything. Something you've been learning is to never put another human before yourself. Spirit's promoting a connection away from this person. The choice is yours, but you know, I'm not saying this connection is going to cause you harm. I can just definitely see it's not going to be giving you wish fulfillment. Put it that way, okay? What's up? What's up, Asha? All right. Danette, hello. All right, you're a Pisces, and your question is if you're on the right path for your career in the move you made to Washington. Yeah, I got you. You would like to know, are you on the correct path? And what does that mean to Washington? So, you've made moves in the past that weren't about you. Washington was about you, wasn't it? There wasn't anybody that you were moving for or even moving away necessarily from. You weren't trying to run. You just felt a call to there. Like that was the beginning. There's a difference between running away from your problems by escaping a place versus knowing it's just done and your next story is further. Spirit's not saying that this move has been easy whatsoever. But the thing is, above it all, it's the call. Above everything you've been through in the past 7 years is what I'm hearing specifically for you. You've taken a long time to be able to afford this. I feel right now that the move, yes, it's working out. Okay, but they want me to be preparing you for like the next couple of months. You're okay, main event. Second month, July. I'm getting a download. You're feeling very lonely where you are at. The move was correct. In July, there is a form of a connection that is expanding in Washington. You weren't looking for love, and you definitely weren't looking for a love reading, is what I'm being told. That's why you're deserving of it right now. You didn't run to Washington to try to find somebody else. There is such a big call there for more than you can even realize right now. You have a soul tie. Yes, you made the right choice moving. Right. Let's see. Okay. Oh my gosh, Ashley. Thank you for putting your name. Thank you for putting that you're a Sagittarius. You don't just put the words yes or no. You need to ask me a yes or no question, okay? Please make sure to like the live, guys, as well. It deeply helps me. All right. Lucas, what's up? You're a Taurus moon, Virgo rising. Will you sail around the world single-handed or tandem? Interesting, that's dope. You're going to be sailing around the world by yourself. I'm feeling a half-half thing. A big portion of it you're going to do by yourself, but I see there'll be other ports that you meet new. Wow, okay. So you told yourself, I'm afraid of being alone. For a long time, you've always felt very hyper-independent, and you are, but you've always been busy. You didn't ever just sit with your thoughts. You would be busy working on a task or working out or focusing on a project, etc. Not just being by yourself and still in your mind. There's a big portion of this that you're wanting to do by yourself. But I see you meeting other people along the way that are going to help you. I see other ships or boats, etc. that you will be docking at other parts of the world together with. A portion of it, you're doing it alone. You're starting it by yourself, but you're not finishing it by yourself. All right. Light another incense as well. Where did I put them? Right there. Also, guys, we will be having an after stream tonight over on Twitch at UncleBronze Official. The after stream, I give away a reading, and we play video games. The link is associated in my profile bio. I'll talk more about it later, though. Cool. All right. All right. Next free person. What's up, Bambi Witch? Your name is Olivia, and you're a Virgo. You'd like to know if you and Devin are aligned for each other romantically as you start to talk. Okay, so when you guys start talking again, is this going to be a romantic dynamic? Join the conversation. So I keep hearing join the conversation. Yeah, okay, it's not going to be right off the bat, but this will turn into romance. It's going to, there's going to be other people around. I see that you're going to start hanging out, but like I'm hearing joining the conversation. So they're already in with somebody. Excuse me. So it's like you're already joined in with the conversation, and this person comes in to join, and it's like, you know, when you're in a group of people and just energetically you accept the other one in, you know, everybody kind of like disperses out. They make the circle bigger. They could even kind of like look and acknowledge when they're saying something, versus like people where it's like you come in and the circle stays like this, and like it's like people are pretending you're not there. That energy has happened between you two before, and it came from a place of insecurity. What I see now in your interactions is the sense of the opening, bringing in, having comfortable conversations that lead to further romantic exchange. So we'll start out as friendship. All right. Let's see. All right, Marie Christine, you are a member. Thank you for being here. You're a Leo, and you'd like to know, are you on the correct path in general? All right. Remember, guys, subscribers, they're prioritized. They have a green name and a little emblem, a Spartan emblem. So when I see that and I look up, that person's getting their reading. That's what I mean when I say prioritized. Normally, I just look up, and whoever my eyes align with and is following those criterias is who gets the reading. And if nobody is, I just continue to scroll until I find somebody that is. But if I look up and I see that green name that's showing you're a member, I'm not looking anywhere else. That's the person that's getting the reading. So, and also, subscribe. Also, members can ask for general polls. So, Marie, you are a member, and you asked for a general poll regarding your life path. Okay? Yeah, so you've really gone for some trusted advice. Have you ever looked into life path numbers? Something keeps calling me to tell you to look into your life path number, and I wouldn't be surprised if you were life path 6 or 7. Those are the two that keep coming to my mind. You should look into doing your natal chart. You're absolutely on the correct path. But there's something about your manifestation abilities and your purpose here that is going to help that next point of drive. You see, some people have fixed manifestation. Some people have mixed manifestation. God, I'm fucking really clumping up on my words right now. 1 second. All right, so when you go into natal charts, when you go into cosmic charts, etc., there's a part where you figure out what type of manifester you are. Some people have fixed manifestation. Some people have randomized manifestation. Those are the two words. Certain people, it's like doing things a ritual a certain way. So they would light a certain incense or light a certain candle before they lit an incense. They would follow a pattern when using sage. They would do A, B, C, D on manifesting something every single time. Then there's certain people that have randomized manifestation, which means you're not actually supposed to follow anything to a T. You may have things that you gain inspiration off of, but it's all organic. It's all about you did a pattern like this last time. Well, now you're being called to do a pattern this way. And knowing what your manifestation type is excels your timeline. They're feeling called to tell you to look more into your records. Hey, New Life Raw Evolution, I already did yours at the beginning. So you need to make sure that once the live's over, the recording will pop up. I think it takes about 5 to 10 minutes to upload. You can just scroll up all the way to the top, or you can just watch from the beginning of the video, and you were 3 or 4 down. You were number 2 and 3. Yeah, so you'll just be the second and third message that I did. All right. Honored to help you. 𝗪𝗏𝗧𝗧𝗧, I'd love to give you a reading. Can you please make sure that you go ahead and put your zodiac and a yes, no question as well, okay? If I see your name again, I will, as long as you follow those things. Oh, that's cool, D. Thank you for letting me know that. So actually, when you can actually scroll back on the live and watch it as well. So you can rewind it back to the beginning right now. Awesome. Okay. Let's see. All right. Yes, no questions, please, guys. All right, 𝗪𝗏𝗧𝗧𝗧, you're a Taurus, and you'd like to know, are you going to find true love in this life? Are you going to find true love in this life? Are you going to find true love in this life? You absolutely are. Here's the thing. Spirit needs me to promote right now. There is something you could be doing to get in the way of... I'm trying to find the right way to put it. You're not doing anything wrong. You're not a bad person. It's nothing like that, okay? The self-deprecation I feel within this person is getting in the way of your timeline. You must remember, manifestation, law of attraction, spirit doesn't understand that. Law of attraction doesn't understand the words bad and good. It doesn't have an ego. It knows high frequency, low frequency. And people see manifestation sometimes as like tally marks. Like, I did this, so I need to do this to counter-react it. When in reality, law of attraction, manifestation, is like a pie chart. It's a percentage type of thing. If 80% of the time you are telling yourself you believe in yourself, and you know this shit that's going on is happening for a reason, and you're meeting the frequency of what you want to see in this world, and 20% of the time you're a human and you have your moments, or you self-deprecate, or hell, if you even be mean to somebody, because we're humans, but you check yourself, you are not counter-reacting that 80% that you are doing already to actively strengthen your timeline. It's not a tally game. You don't start all over. With that being said, okay, let's just say that 80-20 is 80% being part of your highest intent, fighting against your highest timeline. It would take months and months and months of a person like that, of degrading and belittling themselves and others, to completely switch timelines. I mean, you'd have to become virtually a shell of the person you used to be. And it would be hard at a point like that. Somebody would literally physically have to, on purpose, every single day, talk low to themselves to retake back everything they did. I wanted to start the example like that for you for a reason. Your law of attraction is 50-50 right now. 50% of the time, you're talking in a way that's not promoting to the universe what you actually want. If you tell the universe you're not going to be deserving of love, if you tell the universe over and over and over again that you're just settling or there's nobody for you, the universe thinks that's what you want. That's the percentage thing. So it's starting to bring connections and close doors for things that actually you don't want to manifest. Now that you know this, you can change it right now. You can excel right now. It's not going to be, you wake up tomorrow, it's going to be easy. You got to see all of this like training muscles when we go to a gym. When you start training a new muscle, it's weak. It can be uncomfortable, especially if you're starting a new machine, aka a new walk, a new path of life, a new mindset. And you don't give up though. You know you're gonna have muscle aches. You know it's gonna take time to be able to figure out how to master that machine and that muscle, but through time and effort, it happens. And people must see manifestation in your own self-growth like that example. You are going to find love, but you have to stop blocking it for yourself. You have to remember rules, really what I like to call it. Right now, you can wake up tomorrow and instantly turn that 50-50 into 60-40 and let it go more from there. All right. All right. Now we're going to go ahead and do the first group of super chatters. Okay? Time for the first group of super chatters. So, I'll start going ahead and making the second group because it's been a minute. Should I start making the second group? No. I don't want to confuse you guys, so I'll wait to make the second group. All right, so everybody that is part of the first group of super chatters, I'm going to go ahead and say your name again and your number. Please make sure you listen if you're a super chatter for your name and your number so you know where I'm on the readings and how far I am away from giving you yours. Now, if you super chatted towards the end and I don't say your name, don't take that as I didn't see you. You're going to be part of the next group of super chatters, okay? Alrighty, so listen up. Number 1 is Jasmine. Number 2 is L3. Number 3 is Misty Lee. Number 4 is Alvin. Number 5 is Ruby. Number 6 is Chantel. Number 7 is Lorraine. Number 8 is L3. Number 9 is Thor the Explorer. Number 10 is Ghost. And number 11 is Gel B. Everybody after Gel B, you are on the second group of super chatters. And I'll let you know when we start them, okay? But you guys still have about, it's going to take me 11 of you. That'll probably take me about 20 to 30 minutes. Then we'll do one more group of free people and that last group of super chatters, okay? And let me get rolled back up. Awesome. All right, let's do this. Jasmine, you became a member. Thank you. So let's go ahead and give you a law of attraction pull. All right, so currently you're in a consistency stage with something. Okay, your law of attraction is very high vibrational. I mean, you're living in consistency because motivation comes and goes, but consistency stays. You use that pre-workout effect. You use it. You amplify it when you got it. But there's going to be some days you go to the gym, aka live life and have experience, that you're not going to have that same oomph. But it's about doing your best that day. Okay? I feel called to tell you to read a book called The 4 Agreements. If you've never heard of it before, changed my life. And the creator has a whole series. It's one in many. Okay? His name's Don Miguel Jr. Now, with that being said, this book will teach you the 4 agreements of life. Okay, and I actually have them tattooed on my hand and I get it redone. I need to get it redone soon because it's like implementing it into my body. Like every single time I get it redone, it's like I'm absorbing the 4 agreements into my mind, to my body, to my soul. On a side note, guys, if you ever choose to get inside palm hand tattoos, get ready that if you want it to stay, you have to get it done over and over again. This is the most part of your skin that rubs off your hands and you wash and etc. So if you are committed to getting one and you want it to stay looking sharp, you're going to have to get it redone like every 2 years and etc. But here are the 4 agreements for you, my friend. Be impeccable with your word. Don't take anything personally. Do not make assumptions and always do your best. That last part, always do your best, is what I want us to hyper-focus on for you, okay? Doing your best today, maybe running 5 miles, okay? Tomorrow, you may not even be able to get into the gym because your energy was worth, or your energy needed to be used for a vastly different thing. Did you do your best that day? Yes. It doesn't matter that yesterday you ran 10 minutes and today you ran 3 minutes. It doesn't matter that today you were able to read a whole chapter of a book, but tomorrow you're not able to. Your energy with what you had to do that day, did you utilize it the best you could? Then you won. We're always trying to one-up ourselves in this world. When that can be being your own worst enemy. Of course, there's a different level of motivation, being competitive with yourself versus always needing to one-up. Your law of attraction is extremely high vibrational, and they're wanting you to continue to invest into your spiritual practices. Get another colored pen. All right, L3. Your first question. You would like to know, have you met the next one? Have you met the one that's next in love? You're still in a preparation stage, but you're far more protected and far more ready than you realize. I see a summer of following a routine and it leading to love. You're very close. Your love, the next soul tie, the next partner that's part of your journey is going to be met in July. You're part of the June-July collective, but you're more focused on the July side. All right. Let's see. Perfect. Perfect. Okay. And then where's my lighter? Oh, right here. All right. Now, let's go ahead and mark that one off. All right, Misty Lee. You're a Libra. Has your partner really adapted this time to being capable of equality and compromising your relationship? Has he understood the errors of his ways? Yes. Okay? But Spirit wants me to remind you that doesn't mean things are going to be perfect. He's definitely... I'm trying to find the area that it's like, okay, so when it comes to understanding trust of you, but he's probably somebody, remember, I'm not a psychologist, I'm not a doctor, never going to try to diagnose anybody with anything, but I feel the tendency of bipolar. I feel somebody that his mind can really go from being in a great state and nothing really shifting it to the most random of thought and it pulling him away to this despair, to this place that's not real. There's trust issues, but it's not because of what you've done. It's his past. And he goes from seeing you as the most loving, committed, beautiful partner. And then his mind corrupts and makes him think like, oh, no, she's really good at hiding things. She's like the others. I need to put that defense on. I need to protect myself. And he's actively working through that. Okay, he's going to have moments he slips. Now, I'm not saying that he's going to be a dick to you. I'm not saying that he's going to scream and yell and all of that stuff. But not ghosting. I like to say muting. Muting is something that you're going to still overcome together. And his mute doesn't come from wanting you to chase. His mute doesn't come from that malevolent, like, oh, you're not doing what I want. I'm going to punish you. I'm going to stop talking to you. It's not that. It's self-protection. And when that's the reason why, that's when it's worth dealing with it. It's not because he wants control. It's actually because he wants to protect himself. There's going to be more bumps, but it is worth it. All right. Mr. Alburn. Kay finally replied, but kept things pretty surface. Is it over for us now since it seemed like she... Well, bro, so I can tell you right now, that is an amazing sign. And if she... This is right on par with everything I've been channeling. You can't let that parasite go from 1 to 0, okay? The text is more of a sign than you realize at this moment. Let's get him that clarification. Okay, you gotta... Right now, the defense needs to be against your parasite. My brother, this is an amazing sign. You are respecting her pace. Remember how Spirit had her do a GPS reroute? Because you guys started talking and it was flowing. And then you said to her, like, man, I really missed you. Or I can't remember verbatim what you said, but it was along the lines of, like, I really missed you. And I'm just so happy to be able to be back in each other's life again. It was that energy, and that scared her away, because the dynamic between you two, for it to not go back into where you guys were like full force and anxiety and ego was pulling your decision making, you have to allow those types of emotions and words to be expressed to take much more time. It scared her because she thought you were going right back to the way you were before. But you respected that space. You respected time. And you remember, Spirit said, yes, there was a detour. Yes, it was not that it was incorrect, but it was too soon to say what you did. It was off of impulse. That doesn't mean you fucked everything up. And this is a proper confirmation of that. She wouldn't have reached back out to you. And they want me to say it this fast. They want me to say it this way. She wouldn't have reached out back to you this fast if it wasn't something that was worth her still taking a jump for. Because from what I'm remembering, it's only been about 2 weeks since you texted her, I think. And I know that it can seem like a lot, but in the schemes of things, my friend, it's not. You did not mess up a chance with her. That surface level thing is a green flag. You just have to, the only person you have to be defending yourself against right now is that parasite. It's trying to show up. It's scared because it's losing its light. More and more light is going into its cave. So it wants to throw borders, or it wants to throw boulders and rocks forward to start blocking out the light that you are shining inwards. Don't let it win. All right. Number 5. Number 5, we're on. Ruby. All right, you became a member. Awesome. Thank you. Let's go ahead and give you a law of attraction as a thank you and a welcome. Your law of attraction right now. Okay. I don't know if you heard my friend, a couple of people beforehand, and how long you were here for, but I was talking to the last person, it was 2 last people ago, about their law of attraction as well. And manifestation, I'm not going to do the whole thing again because I know a lot of you here definitely heard it, but I'll make it short. Manifestation is not a tally game. A lot of people think it is. I have to do this to get this. Manifestation, law of attraction is a pie chart. It's about percentage. It's about the most of what you're giving your physical effort to is what arises. And unfortunately, some people give more of their physical effort to not believing in themselves than believing in themselves. Spirit wants you to know, you right now, I see, let me see the math in my head. You're 60-40. Okay, 60% of you is for your highest timeline, but there's that 40% of you that really is starting to get in your head regarding love. Your law of attraction with home, they want me to say, is on ice. Law of attraction with home is on ice. Are you feeling not comfortable where you are? Like there's a space that you're supposed to go to that's supposed to be the place to get away from everything, but it's actually something you don't feel you can be your full self in? There is a law of the love law of attraction I'm picking up for you is not romantic, it's familial. You may be like, I don't know how much longer I can stay here. You may have been thinking about how, and even if this is like, let's say you live with friends, like roommates, wherever it is, you're living with people that you don't feel. And when that area of your life is disturbed, it's going to trickle to other areas. Nothing can be perfect when you live with people, but I feel the relief of you leaving this place, to be quite frank. Your law of attraction is not low, okay? But there is something they're guiding you to understand is putting a big weight on it. And there may be a place that it's time for you. There may be a place that it's time for you to look for another. Interesting. All right. Number 6. Number 6, Chantel. No question tonight? Oh, thank you for supporting. Thank you. Well, only because you said no question. Normally, even if somebody would just say like, "Oh, I'm supporting you," I would at least do a law of attraction as an appreciation. But if you stated you don't want no question, then okay, thank you. I appreciate that. All right, then number 7, Lorraine. Hard pull. What should we get you, my friend? You have a very good team behind you. Have you recently had a new job change, or was there like a supervisor that's getting moved out? This is the energy of either you recently have a new leadership team, or there's a leader where you are that's being moved out and somebody else is coming in. What I'm seeing right now is this new group. There is a law of attraction where you did a leap of faith. You stood up for yourself. And a lot of other people were able to as well. There was a corruption in leadership somehow within this. But what I'm seeing now is it's like it's the energy, your boss, the people that you're going to be doing these type of exchanges with now. It's kind of like the energy of when you have like a big brother or big sister that you can rely on anything for. They're going to tell you what's up. They ain't going to bullshit you. But they're going to have your back to the end of the day. They're the one person that can pick on you because of how much they love you. And it's not picking on in like a mean way, you know? You know what I'm trying to say? It's like joking. You know that you can do certain types of jokes and relax with people. It's just a different level of respect and comfort because you know the line. You know what not to cross. This is that dynamic. I'm seeing this leader pulling all of you together. You know, a company, a place, management's make it or break it. No matter how great the company is, no matter how great the workers are, the management is make it or break it. And I can tell you, you are far from the last person then they want me to say it that way, because you complained about somebody or a situation a long time ago that you thought just got brushed under the rug. But actually, you were far from the last to complain. There was things being built up over this person, okay? You are deserving of a team that gives you the same respect, loyalty, effort back. Your law of attraction is extremely high vibrational, and it looks like career is about to excel even. All right, number 8. That was L3's second question. Oh, you sent this since you asked 2 questions in the first chat. Got you. Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm just looking. Yeah. I answered both, didn't I? One. Have you met the one? We answered that. And what's next? Okay, yes. I told you time frame and then that. Okay, good. I just wanted to make sure that I did answer both of them for you if you sent 2. Thank you for that. Got you. Because sometimes when somebody asks 2, I just go ahead and I hyper-focus on 1. So I wanted to make sure I didn't do that with you, that I actually did answer both. Okay. Number 9. We're on to number 9, which is 𝗨𝗏 the Explorer. Happy to see you. Yay, yay. Tiffany. Was it just your birthday? Was it just your birthday? Happy belated birthday. You wanted to know, what does the message spirit have for you? What does the universe have for you today? Supporters surrounding you. The energy coming from within, the masculine. There's somebody that deeply wants to be back in your life. Whether this is a friend, it does feel like a friend. There's a friend that really misses you. You've been on each other's mind. Have you been starting to think about another friend a lot lately? Spirit's encouraging. I love this. There's a friend that you must have had in like the early 20s of your life, or like in like the high school years, etc. I'm just seeing somebody where it's like, when guys, when we were in high school, and it's just like summer was about what are we doing, where are we going, whose house are we going to today. uh that's like the energy. I see you and this person, you should just get up together and have very good memories. You guys got some crazy memories at a time when it was the only time in your life you can make them. And then life happens. People have kids. People have jobs, careers. They move. And sometimes people, it's like nothing wrong happens. Nothing. You just go years without talking one day. It's kind of the energy of like, it's even going back more into childhood, but this is the energy of, it's kind of sad to think about it, but it's just evolution. It's part of life. There was one day where none of us didn't know it was the last day we were ever going to go outside to the park and play with our friends again. There was a day where we didn't know it, and you weren't supposed to know it, because the souls, the lessons, the evolutions, they don't stop. Just because a person's not in your life directly does not mean they don't still have a deep, important factor. And this feels like a friend where it's like, it doesn't matter how much time has passed by you two, you can pick up right where you left off. And it feels like this summer you're going to be able to kind of course, you have responsibilities and things now, so it won't be fully like how it was in those summers. But there's a sense of freedom. There's a sense of wonder. There's a sense of just motivation and having fun and making moments, living in the moment that you're going to have with this person this summer. This is beautiful. Trump's your daddy, Leon. Not mine. Oh, honored to help you, New Life, Raw Evolution. Honored to help you. All right. Perfect. Now, let's go on to number 10. Number 10 was Ghost. Ghost Kitty. All right. So your name is Elizabeth and you're a Virgo. And the question you have about your career path, you are indecisive about what plan you want to take. Okay. What capris? What are capris? Are those pants? Capris are you an artist, like a fashion artist? I think capris are like pants. Okay, I'm gonna branch off of it. This is how I find out my downloads. As soon as I enter a person's energy, certain words and etc. start to formulate, and that's how I get the message. Divine intervention, the main event. I feel you're in fashion. It probably has nothing to do with capris, or maybe it could. Maybe you're bringing that back into fashion. You are definitely somebody that's this creative force. I would not be surprised at all if you're creating your own clothing brand, or if there's something about your art being on clothing brand. Okay, you're not meant to do a mundane job. You are somebody who edits, who goes in. You're decisive. Every little intricate thing matters. You're a creative force. Okay? The career path that you should be taking is the one where you are your own creator, your own boss. Now, I'm not saying that you didn't have to go through a grind period of life, but something about calm waters. Calm waters. The color blue. The color blue and calm waters are something they won't let me get off of. Watercolors, pastels, mixed in with painting. You're a very unique person. The types of clothing and the colors I'm seeing on the clothing are things that you don't normally see. You have a unique fashion. You have a unique way of expression, and that's what you're supposed to be doing here. Take this as your encouragement to continue. Even if you have a job right now where you're like, I don't really want to do it, it's getting by. If you've been looking for an internship, I don't know how fashion industry works at all, but I'm sure that there's internships and like working under somebody, being an assistant, And there may be a grind period where it's really hard to do that, but I see you want this. It's about taking your time right now, that energy investment, and seeing the money come after. Right now, you are making your line to where you can set a rate, you can set a price, you can continue to go up. Your stuff's meant to be in a gallery, or on, I guess a gallery would for runway, fashion show, that type of vibe. That is where your stuff is supposed to be seen. This is amazing. The career path is your own individual creativity. Right. Got you. Now, number 11, Jill B. Number 11, Jill B. You're a Gemini. How are you supposed to do, how are you doing so far on your spiritual development? I got you. How far are you doing right now? How are you doing? Let's look at that percentage of your law of attraction pie chart. Confidence is out the door with you in a good way. That connect energy. So, you know, you have been listening to the call for a very long time, being peace with fate. A long part of your life, you were trying to accelerate timelines. And when you started your spiritual journey, your Kundalini, you realized that was the biggest thing you had to focus on, being peace with fate, not trying to rush things because of anxiety or fear of missing out. And the individuals like you who accomplish and figure out that line and rebalance, there comes a time where it's like you're so used to being at peace with fate and releasing things for further growth that when you enter a time of spirit being like, no, we don't want you to just be waiting for something to come. In fact, all the signs are letting you know it's time to go towards something, because life is balanced. You're not always just attracting. You're not always just attracting things in. Sometimes you have to do. That's where the essence of manifestation is, thinking into existence, but being, walking, and breathing in existence. That's what people forget. It's not just thinking about things into existence. And that takes action. That takes knowing when you are the one making the call versus answering it. Spirit's saying that right now, they're telling you to make a call. And they want me to say a call specifically. Is there somebody you're thinking of reaching out to? Feels like there was a fire that burned, but there's still a candle between you two. This could be a friend. It's a thoughtful person. And you would come in with a thoughtful response. There's two people in your life that I'm seeing them giving me answers to, but the one that's the most important is this friend. This romantic person, there's more time. I see. There's more time when it comes to your romantic balance, peace with fate, but there's a friend that Spirit's like, we need you to leap towards. Your law of attraction is high vibrational. You're understanding the peace with fate. Spirit's no longer worried, or not even worried because they don't really have an ego, so worried wouldn't make sense with Spirit's terminology. They're no longer feeling like they have to promote and highlight. That's better. Highlight to you being at peace with fate. They're now actually highlighting this sense of make the moves. You've broken the cycles. Those friends that aren't good for you, you figured out. And now you're rekindling with a lot of individuals that both of you had to go through your own separate experiences and come back together. Spirit's letting you know right now, the part of healing, the part of your spiritual growth you are in is taking a leap of faith. And they're very proud of you. Awesome. That was the first group of super chatters. Now I'm going to go ahead and formulate the second group of super chatters, okay? And what's this? I need the other color. Let's see. All right. So everybody that super chatted after Jill B is who I'm listing now, okay? And I'll say your name and your number, but I'll make sure to re-say the names and numbers before we go dive in to them. All right. Monica, you're number 1 this time. Got you. Number 2, Monster Mom. Thank you for joining the membership. We'll get you that law of attraction pool. Number 3, butterfly effect. Dope. You're number 3. And you also joined the membership. Thank you for joining level 2. We'll get you that we'll get you that law of attraction card pull. Nicole gifted 5 memberships. Awesome. Thank you, Nicole. Appreciate that deeply. Let's go ahead and mark you down for a law of attraction card pull. Everybody who got a random gifted membership, thank Nicole. She was the one who did it for you. All right. Number 5 is 𝗟𝗓𝗓. Perfect. Number 6 is Lorraine. Perfect. All right. Crystal, you sent, it looks like you sent Jules. Thank you. I'll give you a law of attraction pull as well. Number 8 is Nicole. And this is your specific question. Got you. All right. Number 9 is Aries' next message. Got you. Okay. Number 10. Number 10 is New Life Raw Evolution. Got you. We'll do a general pull for you right now. Right, perfect. So far, that's the second group of super chatters. I'm going to go ahead now and do 5 free people. That will probably take me, doing 5 free people will take me probably about 10 to 15 more minutes. So you got 10 to 15 more minutes to super chat and have 1,000% your question answered this stream, all right? Last call, 10 to 15 minutes if you want 1,000% for your answer to be on this stream. Now, we are resuming free live readings. Make sure you put your name, your zodiac, and a yes/no question format, all right? All right. Mark this off right here. Let's do time, keep it steady. Remember, guys, we're also going to do an after stream tonight. I'll talk more about it after we're finished with everybody today. But the after stream is going to be on Twitch at UncleBronze Official, and that is linked in my profile bio. All right. Yeah, Blue Jay. So the way that card pulls work with the memberships, basically, members, they're allowed to ask yes/no questions and general questions. And for the members, see, now that Nicole gifted you a membership, if you look at your name, it's green and you have a little Spartan logo. So what that lets me know is that person is a member of the exclusive team. And those individuals, so when I look up, normally the way I know who I'm supposed to give a reading to is my eyes look up and align instantly to a person. As long as that person followed the criteria where they put their name, their zodiac, and a yes/no question format, that is the person I'm reading for. Now, if they didn't, I'm going to then have to scroll until I see somebody who did. But when I look up and I see somebody has a green name, if I see that green name anywhere on my screen, that's the person that's getting the reading. So it makes your chances of getting the reading substantially higher without having to do a super chat, basically. That's what's the difference between the free readings and then being a member. And also, the members, you have benefits to all of the other stuff I do off of live, which is getting the extra weekly videos, being eligible for gift giveaways, playing video games with me, the tarot teachings videos. That's also all on top when you're off live. So being a member, you get an insane amount of benefits, not just when you're here, but off live as well. Oh, Twitch is awesome. right. Young Fabs, thank you for being a member. Oh, and also I want to state to you guys, even if I look up and I see a member and that's who I end up giving, remember how I said I'm going to do 5 more free readings? That member isn't counted in that. I just look up, I see them, and I give it to them, but I don't mark it down as one of the 5. Because the 5 free are 5 free people. But if I look up and I see the member, I'm giving them that reading, and then I'm going to continue on to a free person, if that makes sense. So don't think if you're here and you're a free person and you hear me on a free reading part say thank you for being a member to somebody and answer them, that they took away one of those free readings. They don't. I just instantly right there give it to them, and then I continue on unless I see another member, and then continue on. You get my drift. All right, so Young Fabs, thank you for being a member. And you're a Pisces. You would like to know, will you meet your daughter soon again? Okay. Normally, I don't do questions regarding children, but that question seems reasonable to me. I just wanted to notate that for you in the future. Are you going to be able to see your daughter soon? All right, so I am sensing that there is going to be more time. This is something, though, that you can have redemption with her. This is an intense one, and this is why I normally won't do them on lives, but it feels confident enough, the way I like to put it. She's going to have a decision one day when she's older. And there is things that you do still have to come to terms with that you could have done differently, but you're not perfect. You didn't have the best influence growing up. You did all you could with what you had. With that being said, understand telepathically, you can send her all of the love and support. I don't sense when she has the choice to see you that she would say no. Right now, there could be some form of an order or something keeping you from her. That's more than just her mom doesn't want you there, and you must respect that. You're going to have redemption with your daughter. It's going to take more time. Make sure you respect whatever boundaries have been set. Remember, you're not who you were then. You are telepathically a supportive, loving father. Let me phrase that. No matter if you're in her life, you're still a supportive, loving father. Telepathically, she receives all of it. Better yourself for yourself. Better yourself for her. You're not a monster. You're a human who's made some trials and errors. But you have redemption with her. All right. Perfect. Honor to help you, brother. Okay, let's see. All right. Oh, you didn't give your zodiac. Please make sure you give your zodiac, guys. All right, 𝗧𝗔𝗥𝗢𝗧, you're a Leo. You'd like to know, are you and 𝗟𝗜𝗩𝗘 compatible? I'm sorry if I said his name wrong. Are you guys compatible? Yeah. Okay. There's definitely a lot of, you just need to release this inner self paranoia. This person is somebody that is like, I feel a man of few words. He's got kind of like a stoic energy. He's a very accomplished man. You know, he's definitely gotten where he is by having a face, not letting many emotions be seen, but he's a very emotional man within. Yeah, you're more than compatible. Don't take his stoic energy as like something where he's like brushing away. This is how he is. This is how he's learned to survive. But his person, I see closed doors, very loving. You are compatible. It's just paranoia. Right. Honored to help you. Always honored to help you. All right, Blue Jay, thank you for being a member. Remember, guys, it doesn't take away from the free readings. They're just an extra ad. So I've only done one free person so far. Blue Jay, your name's Rachel. You're a Virgo. Thank you for being a member. Which artistic field is most aligned with fulfilling your soul's purpose? What artistic field is aligned with fulfilling your soul's purpose? Nine of Cups. Outside creative. Outside creative. I'm getting to download what they mean by that. Outside creative. You're not you're not somebody who is like, it's not that you don't know your way around a computer, but you're not like a tech savvy individual. It's not that you want to do digital online art or etc. There's something about physical products and using the elements. You are okay, absolutely. I understand what they're stating now. Your artistic field is all going to be with creating with hands. You're going to be out at physical places. I see like arts markets and etc. selling your stuff. But here's the thing, in today's world, if you are not utilizing social media to be your own promoter, you're shooting yourself in the foot. You are intimidated by learning how to do that aspect of the internet and run a company and, you know, all of the expectations. It is all overwhelming at first, but then you do one thing at a time, and you will get the hang of it. The most intimidating part is before you know how to do anything. You don't have to have everything started up right away. You can start by creating a certain channel or your logo, figuring out the name of your company, make your portfolio up. So let's say this is a bunch of physical products, okay? All I keep seeing with you, and I'm not saying that this is exactly what you're doing, but somebody maybe here is because of the intensity I'm seeing it. Making wands, like I was really, for the first time ever looking at this card, focused on the wand and the hand, and I could feel it. I could feel the wood in my hand. With that being said, your physical product takes your creativity mixing in with Mother Nature. You are honored to have the skills you do, but you know how to share it with others. No matter if you're a person that's choosing to create spiritual products, or if this is more something else I'm seeing, like even creating tools for art, it's nothing more than the fear stopping you. You are meant to be a creative force. Right now, though, that they're definitely saying something that's going to get in the way of you being able to do that physical product and etc. is the internet, is the online presence. You'll be more than successful, but you have to be your own promoter. Right. Okay. Honored to help you. All right, Crystal Glenn, you want to know, will you prosper? Are you going to prosper? So there is this energy of also being afraid to invest. Meaning balance, moderation. You have so many ideas. And what I'm hearing is, only when motivation comes have you recently been able to feel the ability to act on them. But that's the thing. Motivation comes and goes, consistency stays, and consistency is the most important part. What Spirit's wanting you to know right now is, yes, you will prosper, but there needs to be more balance between your relaxation and your work time. Now, with this being said, it's not saying that you're lazy, but there have been forms of distractions you're putting yourself more into than facing head on these internal dilemmas that could be keeping you in your law of attraction in a form where you feel like you're stagnant. You can't expect things to change if you don't change your frequency and your efforts. You're a very hardworking person, but it's about working smarter, not harder. The more work you're giving, the more work you're getting at your physical work is out of your control, but you could also be, there's a lot of things you could say yes to that you could say no. You're just afraid because it's that people-pleasing tendency that you're getting over. You're going to prosper, but there needs to be more balance. And also, they want me to remind you, sleep is not rest. Sleep is not rest. Resting, relaxing, and sleeping are two totally different things. All right. Let's see. Remember, guys, yes, no questions, please. Honored to help you. All right, Malik, you would like to know, you're a Taurus, and you'd like to know, will you ever have what you two have, will it work out? Are you and this person going to be able to romantically work out? Is this person and you going to be able to romantically work out? They're going through a tower moment. Yes. Okay, you guys, you did the separation for further growth, which all potential divine counterparts do. Okay, I'm saying it that way for a reason. You're definitely soul ties. I mean, as soon as I felt this energy, I was like, this is soul ties. But there's more time to see if you're divines. This, though, is a person, okay? A lot of times people register this card, the Tower card, as destruction, and it's not. The Tower card is about a foundation of something you knew for a very long time, being the way it is, crumbling all the way down to start from a strong foundation and rebuild. This is not a card of destruction, it's a card of transformation. There's another card in tarot that is straight up destruction, which is 10 of Swords. A lot of times people switch the two meanings. You are not going through destruction, you are going through transformation together. Yes, there is much more in store for you too. Just allow yourself to be in balance with your emotions and let things form from there. Be honored to help you guys. Yeah, I do stay working. But yes, I do make sure I get my sleep too. If I'm going to teach it, I got to speak it. Or if I'm teaching it, I got to live it. Let's see. Let's see. Remember, guys, yes, no questions, so I'm going to scroll up a bit. A new life revolution. You said you were talking about the treat. Hey, you're gonna have plenty of opportunities in the future. I plan on having one minimum every year, but there'll be 1 to 2 every single year. The right one will call to you. Okay, let's see. yes, no questions. Let's see. Just looking for the yes, no questions. Okay, maybe just try to scroll down now. Wait, is it doing that thing again? I think that's what's happening. Okay, some of you here may be aware. Sometimes, so I have my computer and my phone going because sometimes the phone will stop loading comments. I think that's what happened. I was like, what's going on? I have to go over here now. Live chat. Okay, live chat. Let's see. I need you guys to do yes, no questions, please. All right, Karina, you're Leo. And you'd like to know, will you get a new job? Are you going to be able to get a new job? Okay, so she was giving into a company that wouldn't give back to her, and she said, I got to leave this place. You're probably a person that never quits a job before you have another one lined up, or at least like an interview. And you were at a place where you're like, I don't fucking care anymore. I can't do this. Like this place is burning down, and I am not going with it. And you had to take you've been living what I'm hearing is this is the longest you've gone without a job. This is also a time you needed though. Okay, you have constantly, because of the way the world is, had to put your problems aside to focus on another company's issues, problems. What I'm seeing right now, absolutely, there ain't no shadow of doubt, you're getting a new job. But they need you to make sure you are only thinking about jobs you truly desire. Okay? You'll have to do entry-level field things maybe, but you have in the past applied for things where you're like, I think I can get that, and it's a decent pay. And I need it, so I'm going to settle. This is part of your life. No job is going to be easy. Every job comes with its quirks, but when it's a passion, when it's something that really means something to you, it's worth going through those quirks. Spirit deeply is saying, yes, you are receiving a new job, but there may be something under your belt you already are more qualified for that you don't even realize. You have a qualification for something that you could have gone in the past. It could have expired. Don't ever make anything fit. That part I could be picking up on another person, part of your collective. But even if you don't have an actual license for something, you have a deep skill under your belt that is actually the call for you. Are you bilingual? You could be bilingual. And I'm not sure if you guys know this, but like if you're bilingual, most jobs you have a step up, and some jobs you actually get a pay raise simply for being able to be bilingual. You have skills you're not putting on your resume, things that you've just always known, but you may have not thought to put this. Absolutely, you're getting another job. And this time, you're not settling. Okay, put that a little more to the side as well. Let's see. Heather, You need to remember, this is randomized. I am going to go ahead and give you your answer, but sitting here and stating that you asked a few questions and etc., that's not going to get my attention. What got my attention was your question, and then I continued to look down and I saw the other things that you're stating. So I'm taking this as a moment to, you know, be real with you. These are randomized when it comes to the free. Just being here does not guarantee that you're going to get a reading, because it would be virtually impossible for me to do everybody's. It's who my eyes align to and follow, okay? So remember, being here is my gift to you guys. Giving these readings away for free and etc. are a gift. I don't like it when people will say things like that. I normally let it go. I know nothing's gonna ever be perfect. There's a lot of stuff in life we just gotta let go. But guys, I really don't like it when I'm going through and I'm like intentively like, who's the next? Who's the next? Who's the next? And the things that I'm scrolling past are just people saying, I didn't get picked. It's random. If you are to be picked, I can tell you definitely by putting that message down, probably aligns my guides a little bit away from you more, to be honest. Because my guides know that the people are deserving of my free readings, who they are and who they aren't. And I'm not saying that people here that don't get readings from me aren't deserving of it. There's a lot of people that are deserving, and I'm one person. So Spirit, they compartmentalize. They figure out in this moment who needs my messages the most, and they go from there. All right? So I love you all deeply. And because of how much I love you is why I say this stuff. If I didn't, I would just let it go, and I would just continue to look for answers and not care enough to express and help you guys learn to see outside in. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and give you your answer, but food for thought for everybody here. Okay. Let's see. All right. So, Heather, you're a Virgo. Is your boyfriend loyal and attracted to you? Is your boyfriend loyal and attracted to you? Before I do that, I do need to go ahead and light another incense. Let's see. All right. Whoa. All right. Let's see. Where'd it go? Okay, there we go. Is your boyfriend loyal and attracted to Heather? Absolutely. Okay. Yes, he is attracted. He is loyal to you. This comes from a deep wound of abandonment. You've dealt with unfaithful connections. Okay, you're a deeply deserving person. Okay? People that love you, people that want you in their life and etc., they're going to verbalize. They're going to set those healthy boundaries and etc., no matter what type of dynamic it is. When a person cares about you, that's what I see that this person, they do with you. They've been able to set out boundaries and be like, hey, when I do this, I'm not abandoning you. I am coming back. I see a person that who you are, and there's nothing wrong with this. One of your love languages is confirmations, is words of affirmation, is time, is quality time. And you had partners in the past that didn't care about those things regarding you. You have a masculine now who really does, I'm not calling him perfect, but he really, really does look from the outside in, how his actions can affect you. With that being said, We still have our parasite. And there are some wounds that you could be scared to talk about. I see. Sharing the wealth. He's a very friendly person. He wants to be there for everybody. He would take the shirt off his back for anybody. He's one of those guys. I'm not calling him perfect, but he's a good person. And this is the person you manifested. You know, who he used to be before you two were together was we're all different people than we were when we were young. It looks like this person, maybe in the past, there were some red flags about him. And maybe even some people you knew would say, oh, he was like this, but he is not that person, and you know who he is. So, it looks like he absolutely is faithful, and he is attracted to you. It just looks like there could be a space where he doesn't feel the ability to express because he's afraid of upsetting you. That's where that's the disconnect between you two. He is very afraid. He feels like he's walking on eggshells with you when it comes to talking about like his needs or how something's affecting him, because he doesn't want to hurt you. He doesn't want you to think he's leaving. And that even though he loves you and isn't going anywhere, it's stressful. And he doesn't want to hurt you saying that. But now that you know this, don't harp on yourself. But think about, have you given him space anytime recently to really vocalize what's going on in his mind, what his fears could be, what his worries are? Is he always trying to just be this strong force for you? Because yes, the masculine is there to do that, but everything in life is a balance. This person has no intention of leaving you, but there is something that's being kept from you. And what it is, what you're picking up on, it's not infidelity. It's not that he's not attracted to you. It's because he feels like he can't express himself to you. He feels like he can't be a full human. And this is also going to go into his own wounds about having to suck everything up. You see, you're here to help him embrace his feminine side. And sometimes the masculine, if there's anything a masculine needs permission to do, to be quite frank, it's honor their feminine side. Given a space to just be like, you're safe here. Be a human. Not this being that has to be stoic and perfect all the time. Be a human. Be your full self with me. That's what I'm hearing for you. Make that space. Awesome. Alrighty, guys. Now we're gonna write down everybody who went ahead and super chatted since our number 10. Let's see who that was. Last call for super chats to be answered this stream, okay? So we went Lorraine. Let's see. Lorraine. Barry Lorraine. Nicole. Let's see. Ari. Lorraine. Oh, Crystal was the... Okay. It just disappeared. That's what it was. Crystal went ahead and give the jewels. Okay, so Lorraine, Crystal. Then it's Nicole. Yep, then it's Nicole. Then it's Ari. Then it's New Life, Raw Evolution. Then you added to that question as well. I got you. So all combined, the $10 and the $5 together, New Life, I got you. Bring abundance into life. Okay. Then number 11, let's see. Monica, your second question is number 11. right. Number 12, that's Alvin. All right. All right. Number 13 is 𝗪93. All right, and number 14, that's Blue Jay. All right. All right, so that is the cutoff for guaranteed super chatters for this stream. Anybody at this point after who super chats is going to be the guaranteed promised people on tomorrow's live stream, at the beginning of tomorrow's live stream, okay? Go back to this. Yeah, it did. It froze forever ago on my phone live. All right. Perfect. Let's go back up to Monica. Monica. Perfect, that's where we are. And then let me go ahead, get another, that's a good little chunk. Perfect, that's away. And then get another one going. I'm gonna be able to make probably 2 candles with this one. Okay, let's see how we're gonna angle it. Yeah, good there. Gotta angle it sideways so it doesn't go over the other side. Okay, almost good. Try to lean it a bit. All right, I think that's good enough. All right, perfect. All right. All right, number 1. Oh, let me go ahead. I'll list off everybody again who's in the second group of super chatters. Please listen out for your name and your number, okay? Question 1. Your first question, Monica. You're number 1. Number 2 is Monster Mom. Number 3 is Butterfly. Number 4 is Nicole. Number 5 is Ari. Number 6 is Lorraine. Number 7 is Crystal. Number 8 is Nicole. Number 9 is Ari. Number 10 is New Life. Number 11. Number 12 is Alvin. Number 13 is 𝗪93. And number 14 is lastly, but definitely not leastly, Blue Jay. All right. Monica, we'd like to know when will you meet him? And could you give a description about him? Okay. I can go ahead in this one. I'll give you a good description. I can give you a time frame of what I feel. But to go ahead and give you like a complete 1000% date, time frame, etc., that's definitely going to be a personal reading. What I can do for you, though, is give you his identification and what spirit gives me organically about the time frame that you're going to meet him. Past, present, future pull. This is a person that comes from wealth. They are somebody that definitely came from wealth, but it's not that they've had everything handed to them. I do see somebody though who is right now, as we speak, still going through a deep part of their spiritual awakening. To their privilege, though. They're making me have to say it this way. You guys, there's a yin yang between you two. You come from different walks of life. I'm not saying you came from like straight poverty and they're like a millionaire, but you guys definitely came from different walks of life. There are certain lessons that you just were ingrained from childhood that this person is still starting to learn. I do see a deeply secure person with themselves, though. Okay, they're just because somebody's had a more easier life than you doesn't mean they're ignorant. It doesn't mean that they're going to be an unhumble person. There's plenty of people who've had lives that maybe I don't like ever comparing because we all go through our own fucking struggles. And one's isn't more important than the others. But let's just say you've been through a real ringer of life and somebody else has had maybe more of a stable start. Supportive parents, roof over their head, food in their mouth, etc. That type of person will still have their own type of awakening to their privilege. And then there's another part of their life where they're starting to see everything a lot differently. Okay, they want me to really focus this on you because there are still bridges he's burning before you guys will be ready for each other. I do see once you've met him, you're going to hear a sign will be that he has broken the chain recently from a connection that he's still getting over. And it looks like this person is really what put him through an ego death. This girl made him realize in life what he never even thought about as privilege, just was used to having, used to existing. I do see somebody that's full of love. I do see somebody that accepts people for who they are. Somebody that definitely encourages like human rights and etc. I do see somebody who also, something I'm hearing is their best friend will be the best person of encouragement between you two. Their best friend will become a really good friend of yours. They're blinding me from the way he looks. I can feel when they're blinding me from a person the way they look, because instead of them being in the distance, they're right in front of me, but they have no face. Like, not like that. It's like they're black. It's like they're just a shadow. That's what it looks like when I know that spirit is blocking me from the way a person looks. This is because spirit is saying they know you and you would hyperfixate on the look. You, meaning anybody you knew you would come across or etc., you would go into the state of being like, that could be them, that could be them. And that's not how it's going to happen. Understand that this person's going to love you for who you are. They are physically attractive. I will say it that way. I can tell that the person, the aura, the way people are looking around them, they're smiling like they're around an attractive person. I could see people around him, but not him. And I also see that silhouette. So I don't see somebody with long hair. I absolutely have no idea. It's not a side profile, so I can't see if he has a clean shaven face or not. But he has like he doesn't have long wavy hair. He doesn't have curly hair. It just looks like a simple silhouette. Somebody that has like more of like that one spike look, or like kind of like maybe a comb over. And he's fit. He's somebody that looks like a swimmer's build. That's the biggest thing I can get for you on his looks and specific details. All right. Perfect. Right there. Awesome. All right. I'll get the other color pen. Let's see. All right, number 2. That was Monster Mom. Monster Mom. All right, so you entered the membership. Thank you for that. Let's go ahead and give you a general card pull, or let's go ahead and give you a law of attraction card pull as a thank you and a welcome. So you've broken self-illusion with something. It's regarding a love connection. Somebody who saw your feminine strength as weakness, you have broken a spell with. There was a person you put on a pedestal, and it's probably been years since you last saw each other, or at least interaction, a couple of months, but seeing each other in person, maybe years. But you have had a dream with them recently. In this dream, you were able to have the closure you never could have in the 3D because it's not part of the cards to meet each other again. Not in this lifetime. And it hurts, but it's also relieving. If you could hear what was going on in their mind, like, there's moments you've reached out from strength, being like, you know what, some people may think this is chasing, but you know what, I don't fucking care. This is my timeline, this is my destiny, and I don't know if I don't try. And at least if I try and it doesn't work out, I don't have the what if. That leap of faith, that energy you did with reaching out to this person, expressing more you feel for them, explaining a universal truth, whatever it is to you, if you could hear what went on in their head, I think very fast you would kind of switch the way you put this person on a pedestal. I'm hearing they thought it was weak. I'm hearing that they could have even had a laugh about it with some people. This is somebody that wants all of the energy and to not give effort to people. This is the energy of somebody that's like, I'm everybody's favorite. I don't have to do anything and I'm everybody's favorite. You're an ego death for this person. You're an ego death for this person. Spirit saying your law of attraction is because you've broken that facade. You realize that. You've reclaimed your strength. And now you're actually going to be able to move on to the next step in your love life. All right. Next person was Butterfly Effect. And you became a member as well. Let's go ahead and give you a law of attraction card pull. Okay, you're at peace with fate right now. You're like, I don't need everything to come right now. I am more in love with myself than I have ever been. And now it's people just joining my party. I don't need these people to be happy. I have myself. And that's when you really pull in the individuals that are supposed to be part of your success. Your law of attraction is extremely high vibrational. And I see that you were part of that collective where we were talking about a best friend coming back into your life after a long time of not seeing each other. All right, Nicole. You were the one that gifted 5 memberships. Thank you. Let's go ahead and give you a general card pull. All right, so currently, you feel like there's somebody that's leading through belittling. But you see it's a work thing. It's not love, it's work. You feel that there's something that's upgrading or that's like changing. You've been getting messages that something's about to change at your work. And you are correct, you were picking up on something, but they want me to let you know you are safe. I don't know how long you've been here, but there's been some people where their collective shows that there's like a leadership person who is being moved out and somebody else is receiving that new supervisor position or etc. And this is going to make world of difference in the stress and the level of responsibility you are given. I'm hearing that you don't realize it, but you are picking up on other people's slack. You are handed assignments or being told to do things simply because they know you will. And that is the last person that should be given things. Let me rephrase that so it sounds more articulate. The person who is willing to go above and beyond and do everything, no matter if somebody's looking or not, 9 times out of the 10 is the one person that gets too much work put on them, that doesn't even realize they're allowing others to use them. Because that's beautiful who you are. But you don't have to always put everybody's carts back. all I keep seeing the example of is, you know, picture going to like the store, and you have a cart. Well, your stuff, your groceries, etc. in it. And you are the type of person that always goes ahead and puts your cart back. And when there's plenty of people who are lazy as fuck and just don't. Like, it takes 2 seconds to go ahead and put it back, take care of yourself, and make somebody else's job a little bit easier. Because we all try to make each other's job a little bit easier. There's this trickling effect. You're the type of person also that would see somebody on the other side of the parking lot do that, not put their cart back, just leave it next to their car, get in and leave. And you used to be the person that would go, I'm going to go all the way over there and I'm going to grab their cart also and bring all that effort and put it in here. And even though that's beautiful, it's not your job. It's not your job to pick up the slack of others. You are not here to be just of service. It is great that you would go out of your way, but there's a difference between being a helping hand and going completely out of your way. You think of the worker, not the person that didn't put their cart back. And that's beautiful, but you have to see yourself that way. You are a very high vibrational person, and understand that bringing back this whole cart analogy to your work, you're allowed to say, no, I'm not going to that department to pick up that. No, I'm not doing this. I have my own stuff. I have my own groceries to put into my car before my ice cream melts. I have other things I need to do that are priorities before I don't have the energy to do them anymore. So sorry, not sorry. It's great. All right. All right, Eri. You're wanting an energy check-in. All right, you're feeling out of balance. Yeah, I can definitely see you. There's something that you won't give up on that it may be time to let go of. I just got a humongous headache. Yeah. I got a humongous headache. Don't be like, oh man, this is how I help people. One of the reasons on how I can do this, guys, is because when I start channeling people, my body, I feel what you're going through. So literally, to do what I'm supposed to do, I have to experience your pain, even if it's just for a moment. It's part of my process. You, as soon as I was in your energy, the right side of my brain, like, just started fucking throbbing. There is somebody that's keeping you in an internal prison. But also, they know they're doing this to you on the outside. It's not just its internal paranoia. There is something more that somebody's trying to keep you in a box, thinking that it can come back and go when they want. And there's this new dynamic that's supposed to be for you. There's this new life. And there's a relationship that, even though it's beautiful, that you can rise above, it looks like this is just a cycle repeat. You would continue to carry all the weight on your back with this dynamic, and not even realizing it, you could be taking the weight to your imprisonment. There's an individual that knows you will always come back, or at least at this point in the mindset and point in your process of how you've been together, you have walked back and entrapped yourself with this dynamic. You were told things would be different, but as soon as they felt they had you again, everything went back to the way it was before. It's time to take the backpack off. If you want to continue to the next part of your destination, you can't carry the weight of another. This is your sign. The spirit is letting you know the thing that you're feeling imbalanced is it's telling you that it's time to let go of a connection that you may be having a lot of trouble doing that for. All right, Lorraine. You would like a general pull. All right, so you're feeling a lot of deceit surrounding you. You're like, man, I'm fighting through this right now. And who are my battle buddies? Who are the ones who are going to be by my side? You have two friends. And they're wanting me to say it like this. One friend is Christian. And one friend is probably more of a it's a hard word for me to say. Agnostic. Yeah, you have one friend that's deeply like more of a Christian-based individual, which is beautiful. As long as the religion's used for the right reasons, then it's fucking beautiful to be a Christian. I know plenty of amazing, phenomenal Christians that actually use it for love, light, and do what Jesus actually wants you to do, which is accept everybody for who they are. He died for our sins for a reason, so you could be yourself. But that's for another talk. Just, I can feel that you have a very high vibrational friendship with somebody who is a different walk of life for you. And then you have another friend who doesn't really necessarily believe in anything. They're not somebody that doesn't believe there's a higher power. They do, but they're just not sure what it is. And they're very open to figuring out what is part of this existence more than the unseen. Spirit's wanting you to know there's two friends that have your back to the end. And you've had to fight through a lot of deceit and a lot of fake friends in your life. But these are two friends they don't want you to let go. In fact, you bring your powers together. All right. All right, and Crystal, you were the one that sent some jewels. Let's go ahead and give you a law of attraction. Six of coins. All right. You're a very helping hand. You're the person that'll take the shirt off your back and give it to another. But Spirit's very proud of you because you're using your discernment now on when it's time to pick the cart and when it's time to let it stay. If you were here when I was talking about that analogy about the cart, you know, sometimes when we're putting our cart away, there's a cart right next to it that maybe the person was just really fast. Maybe they had somewhere to be, but they jogged all the way over to that cart part and they put it right next to it, just not all the way in because they had to get back to their car really fast. They had somewhere to be, but there's an intention, something about the way they left the cart. You knew they still tried. You knew they still cared. That person's the one you go, you know what? I'm going to go to that side just a little bit away and I am going to pick up that cart. And I'm going to put it in because there's an energy difference. You understand when it's time to help and when it's time to let people figure it out themselves. This is the balance of your law of attraction. This is how you can continue to receive more abundance. Because, guys, if you just give, your law of attraction completely becomes fucked. You know, people ask, why do bad things happen to good people and why do good things happen to bad people? Because law of attraction does not understand bad and good. It understands high frequency, low frequency. It understands what you demand of it. And unfortunately, there are a lot of bad people in this world that believe so intensely they're deserving of everything. And that's why they get it. And then unfortunately, there are some amazing people in this world who think they can't stand up for themselves and etc. And then they get walked over. They are in charge. Every person's in charge of their own law of attraction. And it's just a crazy world we're living in to find the balance of what is too nice, what is too mean, what is too strong, what is etc. But long story short, for you, you're doing a great balance of this. And they want you to continue to be that helping hand when the time is right. All right, Nicole. You're an Aquarius. Will Sean and you positively reconnect? Will you and Sean positively reconnect? Yeah, you absolutely are. You're going to be able to share. You're going to be able to come together. It does seem like it seems like you're part of that June, July collective. Yeah, I'm feeling you guys coming together right around 4th of July. Right around 4th of July. All right, number 9, Aries' second question. You wanted to know what's coming next in love. What's coming next in love? You're releasing inner imprisonment because you're realizing... So, there was a connection for a very long time that you could have stayed together because... it was financial. You recently have been able to leave a home situation, whether it was you were paired to a romantic person, or if this was like your family you were living with, roommates that were not good influences. You just felt trapped. And it was because of finances. And in recent times, you've been able to let go. And you have a new space. There's a new energy space surrounding you. What I see is this part is about you. You've always... interesting. There's a part of your love, there's a part of your life you feel you've never been able to express. And it was scared of being seen for who you truly are. You've gone down a journey of self-discovery, of expression. Your next lover is going to be somebody that's unlike anybody else you've ever been with. But it's even more than a meaning an emotional state. They look different than anybody you've ever been with. It's very positive, but long story short, your next romantic love, it looks like it's going to come from a place where you may have not accepted this person if you met them 10 years ago. Because you didn't even accept yourself then. This is good. All right. Number 10. All right. So that's new life, raw evolution. How can you bring abundance into your life? How can you bring abundance into your life? Ace of Cups. Investing. You have to be willing to invest into yourself more than just meaning like more than taking care of your needs. You need to be willing to be your own promoter. Nobody in life is going to promote you unless you promote yourself first. The way that you can continue to bring abundance into your life. Well, you used to carry so much weight of others. You used to feel the ability to completely express your emotions. And then one day, I just feel that you look at a friend a different way. You remember the exact second you realized, oh shit. And this is in the past tense, not now. Oh shit, I'm gullible. These people have been playing me. These friends, these people that I thought I could trust at the end of time, never had my back. It destroyed you. It changed everything for you. But you found it back. You can't let other people rob you of knowing that there's good people in this world just because they chose to become the hurt and pain that's surrounded. The way you're going to continue to welcome abundance into your life is by knowing that the people that want you to succeed, want to hear about you, want to talk about your good news, aren't going to brush off things that are good happening for you because things aren't going right for them. Spirit wants you to be open to new connections and friendships. This is a time of networking for you. It's amazing. Keep up the good work, my friend. All right, number 11. Absolutely. Honored to help you. Yeah, I love when people use the little emojis and stickers I added. All right. Now, number 11, Monica. Number 11, Monica. Okay. Monica, I can't do that question at all. I do not answer legal questions. I am very appreciative of the generous super chat you did. But if you look in the description of the live, I state that I do not answer legal questions, health questions, law enforcement questions. I would like for you, because I want to respect the fact of the amount of super chat you did. I don't want to just assume now you want a general poll or etc. I'm going to ask you to make a different question, okay? Please go ahead and write a different question out. I'm going to look out for it in the live chat, and one of my moderators definitely will make sure as well when they see the comments to let me know it's there. I'm going to continue forward with everybody else in the super chat. And then after I finish that, I'm going to go back and look and see what your new question is, Monica, okay? All right, number 12, Alvin. Are you destined for a romantic reunion or new connection this summer? Are you destined for a romantic reunion or new connection this summer? Yeah, absolutely. Alvin, the thing is, the romantic connection that you're destined for this summer, the romance is absolutely like romantic, but like also the romance of life, also the romance of falling back in love with yourself and feeling the ability to take up room, join conversations, interact with other people. I mean, you are destined to have a very romantic summer, and there may be other people. There's a possibility there could be another woman or etc. that you find an attraction to and you have a moment with. You know, you're by allowing yourself not to put all your eggs in one basket with her coming back, you're actually creating this force. You're with law of attraction pulling her inwards. You owe right now each other nothing. So being and experiencing other people, you may need to have other experiences before you would even be ready to come back with her. Spirit's definitely stating don't put all your eggs in one basket about who this romance is, but yes, you are having a romance this summer. All right. All right. Number 13 is Mel93. All right, you'd like a general poll. Please make sure you guys are liking and sharing the live as well, or at least mostly liking, because it really does help me significantly. And I give my all to you guys every single time, so I really, really would appreciate the likes. All right. General poll for you. Okay, so you're realizing the deceit. You are the only one that can get yourself out of it. But you did. You realized that you're not allowing yourself to stay surrounded in deceit. Prosperous summer. You're in Alvin's collective, my friend. Mel, you're in Alvin's collective where you're also destined for romantic love this summer. You realized who was biting your hand, who was the fake. More than one person, and even meaning more than one person. I'm even talking about like your own thoughts, the parasite, the parts of you that to those self-deprecative tendencies. You can see what you need to make sure you do to stay centered. Your energy right now is of deep protection. And remember, when you give off this light and this radiating energy, that could be blinding to both beautiful bugs and interesting bugs. I guess we could put it that way. And I'm just meaning this as an analogy. Think about a bug light, okay? Everything is going to attract to it. The beauty, the good, everything. So that light force has to be willing to interact, to be a healer, to purge what is not supposed to be here. You have to be understanding that you're always going to attract in very lost souls. But just because of that doesn't mean you bring them in with open arms. Certain people you're going to always have to have a boundary with, and you're going to see which. This summer, you are experiencing a deep amount of friendship. Okay, they want me to say it that way. You have one friend that you're regaining a whole different friendship with that's like equivalent to, let's just say, the love of being surrounded by 10 people. Your energy letting you know to be open also to romantic love this year. And that you have discovered and fought through the self and other people's deceit. All right. Number 14, Blue Jay. You wanted just a general pull as well. General pull as well. Wow, you allowed yourself to release anybody that thinks that you going down your spiritual journey and etc. is ridiculous. You understand that when people want to comment or etc. on your spiritual journey, on things that are bringing you peace, and say it's crazy or whatever, that is a deep reflection of just them not wanting to look at their own actions. See how law of attraction, things don't just happen to people. Okay, there is freedom of will. We don't really have a choice on how we start in this world. We have a choice on how we develop in this world. And a lot of people would like to sit there and say what you're doing, the love, the things you're finding about yourself, the spiritual practices that you have awakened to are ridiculous and crazy. But look at the peace it brings you and look at the chaos therein. You have released any connection that wants, let me put it this way. There are certain connections that you have at arm's length because you love them, you care about them, but you know they're not deserving of being in your complete bubble. You have to be very careful who you tell your manifestations to when you are creating them, okay? Because the people you tell your manifestations to, their energy can affect it. And they also mainly can affect you. That's the thing. You want to tell people things that you know, there's no shadow of a doubt they have your best interest. They're a cheerleader. They will keep your secret, whatever it is. When you tell somebody who even has a little bit of hesitation, it trickles to you and you start questioning yourself. You ever really been excited for something and you wanted to tell somebody that you love so much, like a parent? But it's like every time I do, it seems like something stops the stunt as soon as I told this person, like I'm actively doing this or etc. And you're like, that's just so weird. And it's not a coincidence. We're not blaming all something on somebody else, but people really do have the ability to rob a bit of your manifestation powers. And the biggest thing is really just their reaction affecting you. Like they go, oh, that's what you're doing? Okay, I guess that's going to work out. And instantly it starts making you question yourself, because no matter how strong you are, the people you surround yourself with will influence you. No matter if it's something as little as, oh, they want tacos, so now I feel like I want tacos, to something as big as a literal moral of life changing. You need to be proud of yourself. You're seeing clear as day who needs to be at arm's length, who needs a complete brick wall, and who is allowed to have a key to your manifestation castle. All right. So that was it for the guaranteed super chatters of this stream. I'm going to go ahead and put everybody down now who came in after Blue Jay. And you guys will be the guaranteed promised individuals answered first on tomorrow's live stream. Monica, I haven't forgotten about you. I'm going to look, after I mark these people down, I'm going to go ahead and look in the normal chat for your new question. All right, let me light another incense as well. All right, and we will have an after stream today. I'm going to be on, it's 12:25 currently my time. So I'll definitely give myself about 30 to 45 minutes before I would go on Twitch for the after stream, so I could give myself time to like decompress and cleanse the area. But over there on Twitch at UncleBronze Official, I do give away a free reading every single stream. The basis, the theme of what we do on Twitch is I play video games. Over there, basically we hang out, we chill, we vibe, I answer certain questions, and we just build more of a rapport, like a friendship, etc. But every single stream, I do give away one entire free reading. Basically, the way you become eligible for that is you need to make sure you're following me on Twitch, which is 1000% free. You stay for the active live stream, and you see the keyword of the chat, and you comment it in the chat box. And that is what instantly will get you into the giveaway. And then at the end of every single reading, at the end of every single live, I pick the person who wins the reading. You can simply get to my Twitch link by going into my YouTube profile bio and clicking there. Make sure if you want to go with us over there that you go ahead and follow me so you will get the notification when I'm going live. I still have that one person to do right here. I still got to write down everybody who super chatted after Blue Jay. But yeah, so let's go ahead and write down those people. So number 1 tomorrow will be New Life Raw Evolution. Got you. All right, let's write down your specific question. Okay. So New Life Raw Evolution, you asked, how can you bring abundance into your life? And then a couple of the next question you asked down was, how will abundance appear in your life? I'm going to go ahead. That's, for me, that's kind of like the same question. What I'm gonna do tomorrow is a law of attraction. Let's see, is there any part in your life where you could be blocking abundance? I'm gonna say that. Any part of life blocking abundance. All right. And then number 2 tomorrow will be Nick Bray. All right. Let's write down your specific question. Can I get info on my Taurus dealing with a cap struggling? Okay. Taurus with cap love interests. Any download. Got you. Absolutely. All right. You guys can still take about 1 or 2 more minutes for me to go ahead and still accept super chatters for tomorrow's beginning stream. Let me go find Monica now and see if she went ahead and asked a new question. Okay, can't see. All right, Monica, I see that you said that you asked another question, but it's up here. Can you please just go ahead and write that question again? I'm right at the bottom waiting for it to come through, because I scrolled all the way up and it's probably not letting me scroll up enough to where it is when you put it in. So just go ahead and rewrite it. The live tomorrow, let me look at my schedule. I like starting them at 7:30, but depending on my readings I have that day, I can't always get on at 7:30. Let me look and see when my last appointment is tomorrow. I would say tomorrow I should be able to make it at 7:30. Yeah. So it'll be 7:30 p.m. or 8 p.m. the latest Eastern time that I'll be able to start tomorrow. But today and yesterday I had to wait till like 9-ish. But tomorrow will be anywhere between the time of 7:30 to 8 p.m. Eastern time that we'll start the live. Yeah, Monica, can you please repeat your question? I can't scroll up all the way to where you must have put it. Absolutely honored to help you, Nick. And remember, you'll be question 2. So if for any reason, also remember they're recorded. So if for any reason you're not able to log in right at the beginning, because you'll be the second person that gets a reading, you can actually have 2 things. If you enter the live stream, like after it starts, you actually can like scroll back during the live stream to the beginning, or after I'm done with the live stream, it records, or it's recording and it uploads itself after I get off the live stream. So either If you're not there right at the beginning, but you get there a little bit later, you can just scroll back. Or if you're not be able to make it at all, you can go into the recording after tomorrow night. Hey, Monica Mayfair, please repeat your question. Absolutely. Okay, well, while I'm waiting for Monica to go ahead and put her question, I'll just do my normal little advertisement time right now instead of right at the end of the stream. Remember, guys, I'm my own, what, guys? I'm my own assistant. I'm my own advertiser. I'm my own editor, everything. So I have to find times to promote myself. So thank you. I appreciate it. So what we're going to talk about today is my Canada adventure. September of this year, I am hosting my second camping and hiking based adventure in the Canada Rocky Mountains. Just as physical as this trip is, it's spiritual. So we're going to be going down a couple of different hiking trails. We're going to have a biking route we go through. And one of the last days, we actually relax in a Nordic spa to decompress from all of the labor, all of the exercising, etc. we've been doing. The reason that makes it spiritual is for this. I got two amazing activities set up for us. Number one, everybody gets a personal reading, one-on-one, away from the rest of the crew on the trip. Number two, I have a tarot teachings workshop lesson that I will give you guys on one of the last days of the camping adventure. After we get back from the day's activities, we're going to sit around the campfire and I'm going to teach everybody a spread with tarot cards. So, depending on your level of knowledge, I'll either teach you a beginner spread or an intermediate, just depending on your own individual skill set when it comes to tarot. And every tool you're going to need for the trip, for that lesson, I am providing to you. So that would be the cards, the incense, the pen, the journal, everything that you will need. It's going to be a spiritual gift bag that I give to you and you get to take home with you. Here's another really cool thing, guys. So my next card deck is currently in production. You know, I have this one right here, which I still have plenty in stock, by the way, on my website, offprintmint.com, if you want to pick up your own. But this is my first ever Oracle deck. I'm creating another deck right now, and I'm not going to tell you if it's Oracle or if it's Tarot. I want that to be a surprise for you guys. I'm not going to tell you the theme, okay? I want it all to be a surprise. But here's the cool thing. Everybody that comes on the trip is going to be the first people that not only see the cards, know exactly what they are, but have them. They are taking their own physical copies home months before anybody else is ever able to even buy them or see them or know what they are. So I like doing those little exclusive access things. I like to do those little exclusive access things for the retreats and etc. If you are interested in joining, you have until June 14th to sign up. This trip also has a financing option. So through a firm, you can apply for either a 6, 12, or 18-month finance plan. It does not affect your credit at all to check if you are eligible. So you literally are losing nothing by simply just checking to see if you're eligible for it. And most people have told me that they are picking the 18-month option. And with the 18-month option, it's coming to right around $180 specifically for the Canada trip. Other than that, you also only need to have a 25% down deposit to even claim the spot. You don't have to pay for everything right up front. If you're interested in joining, if you go to my profile and on my YouTube profile and you click on my bios where the links are, you're going to see it says, click here to join the Canada trip. You can go ahead and schedule everything right there. Also, all of the tools that you would need for the camping adventure, like the tent and the supplies, the everything, it's given. It's all included with the trip. The only thing you have to be responsible for bringing is a sleeping bag and then any extra stuff you'd like. Like we're going to have 3 meals a day and etc. But if you're wanting protein bars or hydration packets, more than what we have, you can just simply bring that. But other than that, it's just the sleeping bag. I would be honored to have you join my adventure. So again, you have until June 14th. I need to have at least 4 more people join the trip for it to be 1,000% guaranteed, because there does have to be a minimum amount of people who join, so you know that the finances of everything are taken care of. And this trip, I just need 4 more people, and we can do that. We can do that by June 14th, guys. So that's what I'll state for the advertisement download right now, if you will. Let me see if Monica was able to go ahead and give us the new question. You're good, Monica. We all work together. Okay. I was planning to leave in the next few months, August, but now I'm thinking about changing my tickets for the upcoming few days. So you're asking if you should... So are you asking that you should change your ticket to leaving sooner? Is that what you're wanting your question to be? It's you, chat. Just not the question you're trying to ask. So Monica, I see where you stated that you're planning to leave in a few months in August, but now you're thinking if you should just leave sooner. So just let me, I just want to respect and make sure you're getting the answer, that, you know, you're getting an answer to something that genuinely really you want, not just saying like a general pool or anything like that. So just confirm to me what I just said. You're just wanting to see if you should change your ticket to leaving before August. Hey, Chastity, good to see you here. Thank you for being here. First live? That's what's up. Monica, you said, is this better? I just need, so do you want the question to be, should you make your ticket leave before August? She is trying to post a question, but it says the message may not be showing. Okay. Hey, Tammy, good to see you for the first time. I've never had anybody ever say that problem before. Do you think you could be saying a sensitive word? Because sometimes YouTube will catch certain types of words. That's the only thing I could think of, that YouTube's catching a word that they feel is like inappropriate or etc. Monica, are you part of the Discord? Because now I'm not seeing her post at all, but it looks like 𝗧𝗏 is seeing her post. Hey, Angelique, good to see you. I was trying to go up and look for it. They're not showing. There, you must have been saying something that that YouTube was catching as sensitive. So, Monica, are you on the Discord server? Because if you're on the Discord server, what I would like to do is you send me a personal message on Discord so I can look and see what your question is. Because it looks like if that would, other than that, the only thing I could say is maybe see if are you asking about a really sensitive topic? Because that's the only reason it wouldn't be showing up. If you don't have a Discord, you could always send me the question through email and I can pull it up right here. I know you're going to have to take that extra step, but I'm trying to do whatever I can for you, Monica. Yeah, it didn't go through review. I didn't see anything pop up for review. Monica, if you're writing anything, I can't see anything. So maybe I don't know if it timed. It might have, if you said certain things that are going against the guidelines, it may have like timed you out to where now we're not even seeing your messages. I'm going to check my email and see if you sent me an email. That's what you're going to need to do, is send me an email with your question. But if, you know, we need to get this going, okay? I'm not seeing an email from her yet. Asha, can you go ahead and type my email, the contact at offprintmint.com, into the chat? And maybe, because maybe she doesn't know what it is, but Monica, if we don't get this going in a little bit, I'm gonna have to just move this to another time for you, okay? Because I got, you know, I gotta get off soon. Thank you, Asha. There's another Monica in here now. Hey, Monica V. When we're saying Monica, we're not talking about you. But good to see you in here. Monica, I'm gonna other Monica, Monica Monford. I'm gonna give it like 3 more minutes, okay? I'm gonna give it like 3 more minutes to see if you send me an email. If you don't, I'm gonna have to log off. Now, I am not going to just throw away the super chat that you gave. I absolutely would then. I can't send her a message. I tried to see if I could. I don't think you can send messages to people on YouTube. The best thing I could tell her is to reach out to me via my email account. If I have to, if push comes to shove, I'll just add her to tomorrow's people. You're currently driving and can't email. Okay, Monica. That's cool. That's cool. What we'll do is, how about we go ahead and give you some time to brainstorm a question? What about that? How about we give you the day to go ahead, brainstorm a question, and then when I log in tomorrow, we could go ahead and answer you first before anybody else. Yeah, that's perfect. You focus on driving. You focus on staying safe. Either or, you can either when you get off later tonight, when you get off the road, you can send me an email with the question and I'll answer it on tomorrow's live stream. Or you can wait till tomorrow's live stream to come in and let me know what your question is then. Either one will be perfectly fine, whichever one's better for you. Perfect. Let me go ahead and write her down so I don't forget about that also. All right. So I'm not even going to put you down as a number. I'm just going to remember you're the first one to do tomorrow. Monica, new question. Monica, new question. Perfect. Sounds great. Alrighty, guys. That's what we're going to call it for today's live stream. I'm going to be on Twitch in about 30 minutes. I know it's late for me, but it's probably okay for some people here. I was thinking about that. I always go on YouTube or on Twitch live streams in like the middle of the night and etc. But for some people, it's not their middle of the night, so it works out, right? So in about 30 minutes, long story short, I'm going to go on to Twitch at UncleBronze Official. We're going to play some video games. We'll give away a free reading. If I don't see you guys there, then I'll see you back here on tomorrow's live stream. In between the time of 7:30 to 8 p.m. Eastern Time is when we'll start. Thank you all for being here. And I will see you whenever I see you. Let's get it.